So picture this. Today's motorsport world is packed with all sorts of racing. You've got the glitz and speed of Formula 1, and the rough bumper-to-bumper action in NASCAR. But let me tell you, if you rewind the clock about 30 years, there was something truly wild happening in the rallying scene. Back then, rallying wasn't just another race, it was pure, unfiltered adrenaline. Fans would crowd the rally stages, getting so close to the action that they might as well have been riding on the car's spoilers. This was the golden age of rallying, and right at the heart of it all was Group B. Now, Group B wasn't just another category. It was the craziest, most dangerous, and downright impressive era in rally history. Car manufacturers were dumping millions into creating machines that stretched the very limits of what was possible. Cars like the Audi Quattro and Lancia Delta Integrale weren't just fast, they were legends. So strap in, because today, I'm taking you on a wild ride through the incredible story of Group B rallying. It's going to be a blast. Let's take a trip back to the late 70s and early 80s, a time when rallying was ready for something new, something big. Before Group B came along, rally cars were running in classes like Group A, which was all about production models with strict limits on what you could tweak. Then there were Groups 4 and 5, which allowed for more modifications, but were starting to feel a bit outdated as new tech rolled in. This was the era when turbocharging and all-wheel drive systems were the hot topics. These innovations had the potential to flip the game on its head, and the FIA figured it was time to stir things up. So in 1982, they introduced Group B, a new class that basically told manufacturers, go nuts. The rules? Pretty relaxed. Just build 200 units of the car and make sure the rally version looks something like the street version. Beyond that, it was a free-for-all. This new category was like a playground for car makers. They could create the fastest, most powerful machines anyone had ever seen on a rally stage. And let me tell you, the buzz around Group B was off the charts. Everyone knew this was going to be something special. A chance to push the limits and create rally cars that were nothing short of spectacular. And as we dig deeper into the story, you'll see how Group B didn't just live up to the hype, it shattered it. Now, when we talk about Group B, the first thing that pops into your head has got to be the cars. These weren't just any rally cars, they were monsters, technological marvels that redefined what could be done on four wheels. Let's kick things off with the Audi Quattro S1, which many people consider to be the crown jewel of Group B. Introduced in 1982, the Quattro S1 was a game changer. It packed a turbocharged inline-5 engine and Audi's groundbreaking Quattro all-wheel drive system. The street version was already a beast, pumping out about 302 horsepower. But the racing version, that thing was pushing close to 450 horsepower. And in 1985, Audi cranked it up a notch with the S1 E2, which delivered a jaw-dropping 600 horsepower. Sadly, we never got to see the S1 E2 reach its full potential because Group B got shut down in 1986. But the Quattro technology Audi developed during that time, it became a cornerstone of the brand and forever changed the world of rallying. Then there was the Peugeot 205 T16. Peugeot took their cute little 205 hatchback and turned it into a rally monster. With the mid-engine layout and advanced all-wheel drive, the 205 T16 was a force to be reckoned with. The street version had around 200 horsepower, but the rally car? 450 horses. And all of it put to good use. The T16's lightweight and agility helped Peugeot dominate, winning manufacturers' titles in 1985 and 1986. This car wasn't just a winner, it was a legend. And we can't forget the Lancia Delta S4. This car was all about extremes. It had a twin-charged engine, turbocharged and supercharged, cranking out around 490 horsepower, sometimes even more. The Delta S4 didn't snag any championships, but it still managed to win 5 out of the 12 events it entered, leaving a lasting mark on the sport. Then there was Ford's shot at Group B. The RS200, designed mid-engine, lightweight powerhouse with up to 600 horsepower. The RS200 had all the right specs, but its career was rocky, marred by technical issues and tragic accidents. Still, it's remembered as a key player in the Group B saga, even if only for its ambition. These cars weren't just fast. They were icons of an era when rallying was all about pushing the boundaries of what was possible. Each one brought something unique to the table, making Group B one of the most thrilling eras in motorsport history. But what about the drivers? These guys were the real heroes. Brave souls who strapped themselves into these wild machines and pushed them to the absolute limit. Take Henri Toivonen, for example. He drove the Lancia Delta S4 like a man possessed, and his skill behind the wheel was unmatched. Tragically, his life was cut short in 1986 during the Rally Corsica, a devastating loss that would signal the end of Group B. But Toivonen's fearless style and sheer talent left a legacy that still influences rally drivers today. Then there's Juha Kankkunen. This guy was the epitome of cool under pressure. He won 4 World Rally Championships and could adapt to just about any car and any condition, making him a standout during the chaotic Group B years. Walter Röhrl, another legend, was known for his technical mastery. He could take the Audi Quattro and make it dance around corners with precision, showing off his deep understanding of car dynamics. His calm demeanor under intense pressure set him apart as one of the greatest in the sport. Ari Vatanen, on the other hand, was all about aggression. He drove the Peugeot 205 T16 like he had something to prove, and his high-speed antics made him a fan favorite. Every time he hit the stage, we knew something exciting was going to happen. And we can't talk about Group B without mentioning Michelle Mouton. She broke barriers as the first woman to win a WRC event driving for Audi. Her achievements in Group B weren't just groundbreaking, they sent a clear message that talent knows no gender. These drivers weren't just navigating treacherous courses at breakneck speeds, they were taming beasts that were as unpredictable as they were powerful. Their stories are a testament to the raw excitement and danger of Group B, and their legacies continue to inspire and captivate rally fans worldwide. But as thrilling as Group B was, it was also incredibly dangerous. From the get-go, it was clear that these cars were pushing the limits, sometimes too far. And with over 500 horsepower and handling that could be downright unpredictable, these cars were as much a handful for the drivers as they were a spectacle for the fans. The dangers came to a head in 1986. Starting with the Rally Portugal, Joaquim Santos, driving a Ford RS200, lost control and crashed into the crowd, injuring 31 people and tragically killing 3. The incident shocked the motorsport community and raised serious questions about the safety of Group B. But the final nail in the coffin came later that year during the Rally Corsica. Henry Toivonen and his co-driver Sergio Cresto were killed instantly when their Lancia Delta S4 went off the road and burst into flames. Toivonen's death was a massive blow to the sport and made it painfully clear that the risks of Group B had become too great. The FIA had no choice but to step in. They banned Group B at the end of the 1986 season, citing the need to protect the lives of both drivers and spectators. It was a controversial decision. Some mourned the end of what they saw as rallying's golden age, while others recognized it as a necessary move to prevent further tragedies. Despite its short life, Group B left a legacy that's impossible to ignore. It set new standards for car performance and engineering, and its influence can still be seen in modern rally cars. The excitement, the innovation, and yes, even the dangers of Group B continue to captivate motorsport fans to this day. Even though Group B came to a screeching halt in 1986, its impact on motorsport is still alive and kicking today. The innovations in turbocharging, all-wheel drive, and lightweight materials that were born in Group B have become the gold standard in modern automotive design. Take the Audi Quattro technology, for instance. It didn't just win rallies, it became a defining feature of the brand and set the bar for all-wheel drive systems in countless other vehicles. The cars of Group B, with their raw power and cutting-edge technology, set benchmarks that modern rally cars are still trying to reach. And let me tell you, the spirit of innovation and the relentless quest for performance that defined Group B are still very much alive. Back then, rallying wasn't just about crossing the finish line first, it was about pushing the limits of what cars could do. The technology developed during that era laid the groundwork for so much of what we see in today's cars. From turbocharging to all-wheel drive systems, Audi's success with a Quattro system in Group B didn't just change rallying, it redefined what all-wheel drive could be. And that influence is still felt in every Audi on the road today. Even after Group B was shut down, its legacy kept growing. The Lancia Delta Integrale, which came out of Lancia's Group B efforts, went on to dominate World Rally Championships for years, proving just how ahead of the curve these cars really were. And the excitement of Group B, that raw, unfiltered intensity, has become the stuff of legends among motorsport fans. It was a time when anything seemed possible, and every race felt like it could change the course of motorsport history. In the end, Group B might have been a bit too wild, too dangerous to last, but it left us with stories, cars, and memories that people still talk about today. It was a brief, blazing chapter in rally history, but its influence will be felt for generations to come. So that's the story of Group B, an era of rally racing that was as thrilling as it was short-lived. It was a time when manufacturers and drivers alike pushed the limits of what was possible, creating some of the most incredible machines the world has ever seen. And even though it ended tragically, the legacy of Group B lives on in every high-performance car, every rally stage, and every fan who remembers the days when rallying was at its wildest. If you enjoyed this peek at one of the most exciting chapters into motorsport history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss out on more great motorsport content.